Hey YouTubers, feeling somewhat better. I'm trying to hold back from coughing right now. I hate that when I'm trying to talk or on the phone with somebody. I'm trying to hold back not to cough in their ear. Anyways, so I spoke to my accountant for the whole eBay thing. I'm like, dude, I'm having so much fun doing this. I really am having a good time. Like, kind of, I don't know why. I just like packaging and listing items and then talking to customers. I just like doing it. I want to give it up. Maybe I'm going to do Amazon for a while. He's like, I sent him all my eBay numbers, everything I've done, everything I bought it for, everything. He wrote back to me today and he's like, how you feeling? I'm feeling good. No, he called me back actually. And he's like, did you get the email I sent you? And I'm like, no. Oh, well, I sent you a little graph showing you where your cash flow is and everything. And it's good. It's actually not that bad after fees and expenses and shipping. It's actually sustainable. But I mean, I'm still at a low level right now on eBay. My feedback score is like 220. So I'm still starting out. I still have very little to no presence on the site. And he says that I could be a big time seller, but he's like, you're going to have to hire somebody to help you pack and do things, right? So I said, what do I do about people that, like that water shipped item, the guy says it's water damaged, a sealed board game. No water damage outside, it's just damage inside the box. Oh, how do I do that? I sold 100, maybe 200,000 board games in my entire life. How did that one come like that out of all the games I've sold in my life? Don't even argue it. So what he told me to do was, it's on my clipboard here. He told me to print off the refund, and then he told me to detail from my invoice how much I paid for the game, and write it down, how much I paid for shipping, and how much I totally refunded him. So I'm at $100.99 loss, like to the cent. That's giving him the refund, losing the board game, and paying for the shipping. So basically, he said, just take this, because it's a corporation, we just expense it as a loss. That's plain and simple. So people are thinking expenses, expending things or writing things off. They need to understand it's just offsetting. So for the longest time, I didn't understand it when I was younger. But you don't get your money back. Basically, you don't pay the tax back. So let's say when we do my corporate tax, which I'll explain to you guys when I get my corporate tax done this summer. My first year is going to be July, so we're going to do my first corporate tax return, right? So if let's say I have to pay the government back $100 in a tax return that I owe the government of Canada from all my into expenses and all my costs of doing business minus my profits and blah 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 and operation costs and whatever, okay? So I owe the government $100, but because I have this loss, it will offset on it when it gets written to the loss category of your corporate tax return. So this loss will be written against it. So then I owe $0. So I'm not getting the money back per se, but I'm also not paying the money in tax, right? So if I owed $1,000 to the government, but I still only had one of these, I'd only owe them $900 once I expense this loss. So you don't get the money back technically, but you don't pay the money either. But if you incur a loss in the first year of business, which you usually do, you could carry that loss to the next year. So if the second year you do business, you start actually turning a good profit, well, you carry over your loss from the year before to your second year and then offset it then. So it's always good to have a paper trail. So when someone says, oh, it's water damaged inside, fine. So then if the government asks me, who's this person or whatever, sometimes they do when they do an audit. So they'll get the person, they'll find the record, they'll do this. They'll even give them an assessment saying, oh, you made an extra whatever this year. It's happened before. Believe it or not, things like that have happened before. So anyways, keep your records like this. Just keep them handwritten, and then also print off your refund sheet from them, showing that you have issued a refund. So leave it like that, and then And if you have a good accountant, he'll expense this as a loss, which he should, because it's legally a loss. And because it was invoiced through the company when I shipped it too. So let me know what you guys think. Comment below. And yeah, don't, you know, I've been sick for the last week and a half. And I've been so easily to give up on everything, you know, and just I've been sick for 2 weeks, actually. And it's been really bothering me. I am getting better. I should be good to do trends in the housing market this Wednesday live with open lines. So it should be good. Hopefully nobody crank calls. And we could do okay with that. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Thanks for watching.